Welcome to Live Interactive English. That is Karen.
And that is Shane. Today we have a lesson called A Camping Adventure. So we're talking about camping today.
I love camping.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you go camping?
Well, let's put it this way. I used to love camping.
You used to love camping. That means you don't love camping now.
I'm used to like 4-star hotels and 5-star hotels. But when I was young, I really enjoyed camping. You know, when I was younger, and I could sleep like in a tent on the ground.
Like really, really hard.
Or like a blow-up mattress where you have to put air in there. It's like, you know, for me now, I'm saying, oh, my back. I wouldn't be able to sleep. But I love the idea of camping. I love being outdoors in nature. I especially love having a campfire and cooking over the campfire.
Okay, that part is fun.
And, you know, just looking out, you know, usually you're somewhere where you can see a lot of stars and the fresh air. And I really enjoy the experience. It's the sleeping part now that makes me not camp. Well, I haven't camped in years. I haven't camped in Taiwan.
And there's no AC, and there's no heater.
They do have glamping though, right?
That's right, and that's what I love. I love glamping, but not so much camping. So what's glamping?
Glamorous camping.
Yes.
Basically is glamping, where you're not in just like a tent sleeping on the ground. They'll probably have like a big
like
tent.
A real bed.
Yeah, with a real bed.
They make you feel like you're going camping, but it's more like you're staying in a hotel.
Right, and they could have air conditioning inside your tent or whatever the thing is. But you're out in nature still, so you can experience all that. So I'd like to try glamping. I never have.
I will introduce you to some glamping, you know, sites. I think you would really enjoy it.
Well, actually, it's on my list of things to do. Okay, so let's check out a camping adventure.
All right.
Maggie and Daryl are looking at a campsite on their computer.
Wow, Sun Moon Lake looks like such a beautiful place. I can't believe we get to camp there.
I know, right? I want to stay as close to the lake as we can.
Ooh, I'm not sure about that. There'll be mosquitoes by the water.
Maggie, we're staying in a tent. We're gonna get bitten anyway. It's just part of the camping experience.
Hold on a second. I never said I was staying in a tent. It'll be far too hot for that. Now that's what I had in mind. A lovely camper van complete with AC, a fridge, and a toilet.
It does look comfortable. All right, the camper van it is.
Okay, so we are looking at March Live Talk, a camping adventure. We have a dialogue today.
That's right.
All right, so it's called a camping adventure. So what's an adventure?
Okay, adventure, that is a noun. Basically, it's like an unusual, exciting, or dangerous experience, journey, or series of events. So for example, you could say the two boys went on an adventure to find a dragon. You would often see that in stories or movies going on an adventure. It sounds very exciting. You don't know what's coming, right?
Yeah, but when I was a kid, you know, I could go on an adventure to try to find a dragon because you use your imagination.
You are absolutely right.
All right, so we have the first part, looking at the campsite. So a campsite is a piece of land where people on holiday can camp, usually with toilets and places for washing.
That's right, where you can set up your tent, and then this is the place where you're gonna sleep, right?
Right.
Okay, so we have two characters in our dialogue today. We got Maggie and Daryl. So Maggie and Daryl are looking at a campsite on their computer.
Their computer.
So I will be Maggie, and then I guess you'll be Daryl.
I will be Daryl. So Maggie begins.
Okay, Maggie begins by saying, wow, Sun Moon Lake looks like such a beautiful place. I I can't believe we get to camp there. You can camp by Sunmoon Lake?
The same thing I was going to ask you. Really? They have camping there?
I have no idea because I don't go camping, but I guess that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, because I love Sunmoon Lake, and to be able to camp there, that would be fantastic. Maybe I should look into glamping.
Near Sunmoon Lake.
Near Sunmoon Lake. Oh, okay. So Daryl says, I know, right? I want to stay as close to the lake as we can.
Ooh, okay. So I guess it will be very, very pretty. The scenery will be awesome if you're just camping by the lake.
You can imagine there's like a full moon and it's reflecting off the lake and you can see the stars. Woo!
Okay, I don't like camping, but I think this one sounds interesting. Okay, now Maggie says, ooh, I'm not sure about that. There will be mosquitoes by the water. Okay, I guess you're right. There will be a lot of mosquitoes if you can see a lot of water, right?
Yep.
So what's a mosquito? Okay, that's a noun. A flying insect, that is. A flying insect that bites humans and animals and drinks their blood.
Oh, no.
And then it will be very itchy. You'll get mosquito bites.
Yes.
So for example,
there's lots of mosquitoes in Taiwan.
That's right.
That was trouble for me. I came from Los Angeles, which is a desert. It's very dry. So there were no mosquitoes anywhere. And when I came to Taiwan, I was like, oh my gosh, these are horrible. They're like little flying vampires.
Well, you would have to use mosquito repellent, right?
Yeah, but sometimes that doesn't work.
Okay, so for example, you could say, there's a mosquito in my bedroom. I can't sleep in there. And that's definitely true because they will bug you until you just can't fall asleep.
Oh, terrible. Okay, so Daryl says, Maggie, we're staying in a tent. We're going to get bitten anyway. It's just part of the camping experience. So if you're going to be out in nature, you're going to be, in a tent. A lot of times you'll be outside of the tent. No matter what, even if you're not near the water, there will be mosquitoes. This is Taiwan.
That's true. And not just mosquitoes. I guess if you're going camping, there will be other insects as well.
Absolutely. Ants. Spiders. Oh, scary.
Okay, so now Maggie says, hold on a second. I never said I was staying in a tent. It'll be far too hot for that. Okay, so I guess Maggie wasn't planning on staying in the tent. And they're still checking out it on, like the webcam set on the computer.
Right.
So Maggie points at the computer screen, right?
Okay, all right.
And now Maggie says, now, that's what I had in mind. A lovely camper van, complete with AC, a fridge, and a toilet.
Glamping.
That's right.
She wants to go glamping. So I guess they do have glamping near Sunmoon Lake.
And I don't mind staying in a camper van, right?
That would be excellent. You have air conditioning, you have a refrigerator, you have a toilet inside there. It sounds very private. I do like that.
That's right.
Okay, so Daryl says, it does look comfortable. All right. The camper van it is.
Yay! Okay, that sounds like a great idea. And usually you can probably find a comfortable bed in a camper van as well.
All right, let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
All right.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这一次的对话主题是 A Camping Adventure 露营探险记。那么 Adventure 这个名词，它就表示冒险、冒险经历或是奇遇。好 ，Maggie 跟 Daryl 正在电脑上面查看露营地，他们要去日月潭露营。Daryl 说他想尽可能的住离湖近一点。那么 Maggie 不太赞同，毕竟靠近水边会有蚊子。Daryl 就提醒他啦，住在帐篷里面，不管怎么样都会被咬的，这只是露营体验的一部分啦。好，那这时候 Maggie 就说 Hold on a second。好，那这句话 Hold on a second 就表示等等。 因为 Maggie 她从没说过她要住帐篷，那样太热了。她其实想住的是漂亮的露营车，有配备空调、冰箱还有厕所。好，那么 Shane 老师这时候说 Maggie 想体验的是 glamping。glamping 其实是由这个 glamorous 和 camping 结合而来，用来表达豪华露营。再看到单字 mosquito 它表示蚊子，它的复数形可以在后面加上 es 或者是加 s。那么 Karen 老师这时候有提到 mosquito repellent 就是指驱蚊剂。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。这边我们来介绍 as 形容词 as one can 或是 as 副词 as one can， 这可以表达尽可能地怎么样，尽全力怎么样。片语当中的 can 要依据时态来变化。那也可以把它写作 as 形容词 as possible 或者是 as 副词 as possible。例如 I try to keep my room as clean as I can 或是 I try to keep my room as clean as possible。我尽量让房间保持干净。那一个延伸学习是，如果要表示尽可能多的什么什么，这时候可以用到 as many 复数可数名词as 主词 can 或者是 as possible， 那也可以用到 as much 不可数名词加上 as 主词 can 或是 as possible。举例来说 ，They tried to visit as many places as possible in one day。他们试着在一天内尽可能多参观一些地方。好，这句话课文中。
On the first morning of their camping trip, Daryl is cooking food outside.
Yum! That smells delicious.
Thanks. The toast is on the table and the sausages are nearly ready. Would you like an egg?
A sunny side up one, please.
Coming right up.
I'll do the toughest job. Pouring 2 glasses of milk.
Don't push yourself too hard. How's your egg?
It's nice, but it's a little overcooked. Sorry, I shouldn't complain.
Yeah, mine's the same. I wanted it to be much runnier than it is.
Well, camping wouldn't be camping without the odd mishap.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
So before the break, we were looking at this dialogue between Maggie and Daryl.
Right.
They were checking out the campsite,
right,
on their computer.
On the website.
Because they want to go camping, but Maggie does not want to sleep in a tent because maybe it will be uncomfortable.
Well, she's afraid of mosquitoes.
That's right. So I think they decided to stay in a camper van instead by the Sun Moon Lake.
Ooh, sounds great. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at part 2. This is preparing breakfast.
Ooh.
So they've already slept over. They'd had their night there. Now they're going to be preparing breakfast. So on the first morning of their camping trip, Daryl is cooking food outside.
Okay, that part of camping is fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I love cooking outside.
So now Maggie says, yum, that smells delicious. So I guess Daryl is probably good at cooking.
I guess so, yeah. So Daryl says, thanks. The toast is on the table and the sausages are nearly ready. Would you like an egg?
And now Maggie says, a sunny side up one, please. You know there are different ways to cook eggs, right?
So sunny side up is like when the yolk is on the top. It hasn't been flipped over. It hasn't been scrambled. Basically, it just stays there and you have, looks like a little sun. That's why in Chinese they call that 太阳蛋, right? So we call that sunny side up, like the sun is coming up. But you could have it over easy, or over medium, scrambled.
I love
you could
scrambled.
Make an omelet. There's all different ways to cook eggs, but she just wants basic sunny side up. All right. So Daryl says, coming right up.
Okay, so he knows how to make it.
Yeah, when you say coming right up, that just means that you are going to give that thing to somebody or do that thing that you said very soon or very quickly.
Yeah. And now Maggie says, I'll do the toughest job, pouring 2 glasses of milk. Okay, so she's kind of joking when she's saying that, right? So toughest job, what does it mean when I say tough?
Tough. So tough just means something that is hard or difficult to do. Right? So I don't think pouring milk is very difficult. So she was just making a joke. She is very funny, that Maggie. So for example, you could say for tough, ever since my mom died, I've been having a tough time. Been a very difficult time.
To cope with her death, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what does Daryl say now?
So he's laughing.
Because she made a joke.
He says, don't push yourself too hard. So now he's joking back
So what does it mean, though, when he said, don't push yourself too hard?
In other words, don't work too hard. Don't do too much. Don't push yourself. Just means not to make yourself work too hard. Okay, so now we have a few minutes later, they both sit down to eat. All right. So Daryl says, because he's the chef, how's your egg?
Because he wants to know if he's done a good job making the sunny side up,
That's right.
Usually when you cook for somebody, you want to know their opinion. You want to know what they think, if it's delicious or not.
You're hoping they enjoy it, of course.
Exactly. They'll say, oh, how's your egg? How's your meal? How's the pasta? Okay, so now Maggie says, it's nice, but it's a little overcooked. Sorry, I shouldn't complain. Oh, yeah, you really shouldn't. People are cooking for you. We should just say thank you. But she wants to be honest.
Well, he did ask, how's your egg? He could say, are you enjoying your food? She probably would say yes, but he specifically asked about an egg. And when you have a sunny side up egg, you want the yolk to be able to run out of there. So the yolk will still be like liquid.
That's right, like runny.
You don't want it to get hard. So you don't want an overcooked
That's right.
sunny side up egg. So what does that mean to be overcooked?
Okay, it just means to cook food for longer than necessary, reducing its quality, okay? Just like you said, the yolk is supposed to be runny, right? All liquid and runny. But if you cook it, if it's overcooked, then it will be really, really dry.
It starts to become hard.
That's right.
All right, so then Daryl says, yeah, mine's the same. I wanted it to be much runnier than it is.
And when you want to have a sunny side up, of course you want it to be runny, right?
Yes.
And now Maggie says, well, camping wouldn't be camping without the odd mishap.
Okay, so odd just means not happening often. So for example, you could say, when I was young, I did odd jobs during the summer.
So odd mishap. What's a mishap? A mishap is an unfortunate but not very serious event that happens to someone. So for example, like the egg being overcooked, it's not really a serious problem.
Not a big deal.
Exactly.
Just a small mishap.
It's just a small mishap, that's right. But it still seems like they're having a great experience and great time.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, so that's all we have for this camping dialogue. We hope you enjoyed it. I did.
I did too.
And we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
在露营的第一天早上 ，Daryl 正在外面煮饭准备早餐。他告诉 Maggie 烤面包在桌上，香肠也快好了，就问他要不要来颗蛋。Maggie 说她想吃太阳蛋，然后接着她也开玩笑说她要来做最困难的工作，就是倒2杯牛奶。那么 Daryl 也故意回她说：“别给自己太大压力啊。”那么几分钟后，他们就坐下来吃饭，发现太阳蛋有点煮过头。Daryl 说他本来是想要把蛋黄煎得比较生一点，那这其实有时候是比较难控制的。Maggie 告诉他没关系，没有偶尔出一点小状况就不像露营了。好，单字 tough。Tough 它就是形容困难的、艰难的或是棘手的。Odd 可以形容不常发生的或是不经常的。那么补充单字 overcooked， 它可以形容煮过头的或是煮太熟的。再看到 mishap mishap 这个名词它表示小灾难、倒霉事或者是不幸的事故。而文中它用到形容词 sunny side up， 就是表达这个蛋黄是朝上、只煎一面的那种荷包蛋。而 runny 在这边则是描述蛋黄它是液态的。再来 push oneself too hard， 就是表达把自己逼得太紧，给自己太大的压力。好，那么以上节讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Maggie and Daryl are looking at a campsite on their computer.
Wow, Sun Moon Lake looks like such a beautiful place. I can't believe we get to camp there.
I know, right? I want to stay as close to the lake as we can.
Ooh, I'm not sure about that. There'll be mosquitoes by the water.
Maggie, we're staying in a tent. We're gonna get bitten anyway. It's just part of the camping experience.
Hold on a second. I never said I was staying in a tent. It'll be far too hot for that. Now that's what I had in mind. A lovely camper van complete with AC, a fridge, and a toilet.
It does look comfortable. All right, the camper van it is.
On the first morning of their camping trip, Daryl is cooking food outside.
Yum! That smells delicious.
Thanks. The toast is on the table and the sausages are nearly ready. Would you like an egg?
A sunny side up one, please.
Coming right up.
I'll do the toughest job. Pouring 2 glasses of milk.
Don't push yourself too hard. How's your egg?
It's nice, but it's a little overcooked. Sorry, I shouldn't complain.
Yeah, mine's the same. I wanted it to be much runnier than it is.
Well, camping wouldn't be camping without the odd mishap.
Shane, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just checking to see if there's still some cookies.
Really? Because it looks like you are about to have one. And you know these cookies are for the party tonight, right?
Yeah, I guess I got caught red-handed, didn't I?
Yes, you did. But it's okay. Just don't do it again, okay?
Okay, I promise, and I'll help you bake some more cookies tonight.
Okay, you have to make sure you have enough for the guests tonight. Hey everyone! Today's phrase is caught red-handed.
It means being caught in the act of doing something wrong, usually something dishonest or illegal.
The phrase comes from an old belief that if a person was caught with blood on their hands, they were likely guilty of a crime such as murder.
It's often used in legal contexts, but can also be used humorously or lightly in social situations.
Like Shane getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Right. Now we use it more generally for any situation where someone is caught doing something they shouldn't be doing.
Exactly. Here's how you can use it. The thief was caught red-handed by the security camera.
Or she was caught red-handed taking supplies from the office.
That's all for today. Until next time, don't get caught red-handed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.